Hi, I'm Shakira and I'm gonna be breaking down some of my favorite videos.
Oh baby, when you talk like that, you make a woman go mad. So be wise and keep on.
This is Hips Don't Lie, featuring Wyclef Jean. The director was Sophie Muller. It's part of my Oral Fixation album, Volume 2. The only way I have to know if a song is ready is by the way my body reacts to it. If my hips move, I know the song's right. If they're not moving, since they don't lie, I know that I got a little more work to do. Still, at this time and era, I'm doing the very natural look, barely putting any makeup on. My hair is really just naturally curly and just put some like curling definition cream on it, and that's it. I'm just being very, very natural. My idea was to sort of capture the spirit of Carnival in my hometown, Barranquilla. We brought some of the characters that are very representative of that carnival, like the Marimonda and the Congo, and even one of my closest friends is dancing with me there. She's not a professional dancer, but she's just in it because it's part of my culture, part of my upbringing, and that's what I wanted to capture for this video. This back sequence, this was the last shot of the video, and it was really late, but this was something I really wanted to do. And it took a bit to put every sequence one by one on my back. I didn't really have time to rehearse for this video that much, so it's a lot of improv. I think that red is a very strong color in me. It works really well. It's not my favorite color, but whenever you use red, people don't forget. When I want to be really effective, like in the Super Bowl, I wear red. This was La Tortura featuring Alejandro Sanz, directed by Michael Hassman. This is part of my album Fijación Oral Volume 1. It was shot here in Miami. And Alejandro Sanz, who's like my brother right now. This is when we first met and we started a friendship that has lasted until today. I did my own makeup there. That's when I decided to start wearing more of a natural look and almost wearing no makeup. Like this is very, very light. Like you can see my freckles, you can see my skin. I'm crying there. I'm crying really bad because I'm chopping onions. I remember dancing on this rooftop in Miami, all covered in grease. It was like some sort of grease with makeup, some weird mixture, and giving one of my most visceral performances, improvising and just feeling the music.
How difficult was it to get all that grease off?
Very difficult. I stayed for a while in the shower.
Whenever, wherever, we're meant to be together. I'll be there and you'll be near.
This is Whenever, Wherever, directed by Francis Lawrence. This is from my album Laundry Service. It's all CGI. I think it was Francesca, who's like practically the only person that I've allowed to touch my face during all these years. But I always do my eyelashes, always did my lips. There are things that are unnegotiable that I can never let anyone do. Like it's always, it's always me. I'm my own makeup artist. I say that I'm a professional makeup artist who's been working for this girl Shakira for like 30 years. Still haven't gotten fired. I think it was Robert Redica who did my hair. Worked with me for like the entire Laundry Service period. Amazing guy. We shot this video in both English and Spanish, so double the work. And we kind of kept it wet, that wet look. I think we did it with a lot of oil, using a lot of oil. Because if I wet my hair, it will just go like this. I guess I just wanted to experiment with different hair colors. I started with the red, and then red was too much to handle and to maintain. So from there, I just didn't want to go back to black. My hair was bleached onto the red, so I went for blonde. And then I realized that I'm not too shabby with blonde, so I kept it for a while. I feel like this video really embraces a lot of my different facets, my signature moves. It also attempts to encompass the different elements like earth, wind, water, fire. It's just very earthy in general. I remember I added the underwater sequence so people wouldn't think that I just threw myself off the cliff to kind of give a nice ending to it. This is She Wolf, directed by Jake Nava, and from my album She Wolf. The look, it's inspired by Barbarella. She's one of my biggest beauty icons, and I love everything in that movie, aesthetically speaking, and I kind of wanted to do that big hair, that 60s hair. I wanted to wear something nude that caught the eye and made you think, oh my gosh, she's naked, but no, she's not. So that's why I wore that black belt to make sure that people would know that I'm not really naked. I think I was in the best shape of my life back then. I was just like ripped. I was really serious with going to the gym every day, being very good with my food. I wanted to come up with the weirdest looking moves. I wanted to use my flexibility because I'm very limber and just kind of show off a little bit of that. This was Ciega Sordomuda. Gustavo Garzón directed it, and it's part of my album Donde Están los Ladrones? Shakira from the 90s. I remember this video being shot in Miami. I think back in the day I was into a lot of makeup. As time goes by, I kind of use a little less. And I remember that was the first time I started sort of playing and experimenting with the braids and just wrapping pieces of wool around my hair. I'm taken to jail, driving blindfolded. I remember I created the idea, kind of dreams that I dream about, and then they become a reality. That's kind of like one of the most fun parts of my career, you know, to visualize something, dream about something, and then make it happen.
Fue culpa tuya, ni tampoco mía.
This is Monotonia, it's directed by Jaume de la Iguana and me. It's from my album Las Mujeres Ya No Lloran, my newest album. This was right after my separation, and I just wanted to sort of depict my feelings, and there was something very physical about the way I felt this hole in my chest. I literally felt like people could really see through me. That's why I came up with this idea of being shot with a bazooka and just being very vulnerable in this video, the way I felt at the time. And the look is just very easy, and you know, what you wear when you go to the supermarket and your heart's broken. Designed this plastic heart, and we created this mechanism so the heart would beat when it was out of my body. It was pretty gross, but I think it was pretty cool. Puntería is my latest video, directed by Hannah Lux Davis. It's from my newest album, Las Mujeres Ya No Lloran. It includes Cardi B, who's been just amazing and a pleasure to work with. And also Lucien Laviscount from Emily in Paris. You know Alfie? So Alfie is in my video. He's a center in it. And I'm an Amazon, a daughter of Artemisa, who hunts him down, takes him as a love prisoner, kind of, in this planet of women ruled by Cardi B and me, of course. For this video, I experimented a lot with pinks, eyeshadows. I painted these two lines in my face to give this sort of tough look of an Amazon. My hair was pretty big for the Amazon look. I'm wearing this pre-molded plastic outfit designed by Nusi with my input. And it was really something because it had me standing for 2 hours just to get me in this costume and saw me in, and by the time I went to dance, I was just a little Frankensteinish. But I think it was totally worth it because the look is pretty original. I wanted something feminine, but intricate, different, and that made me look tough. You know, like empowered and yeah, just like an Amazon. I hope you enjoyed me breaking down some of my favorite videos, and thank you, Allure. Mwah.